Oh, let's see if I remember the line without having to read it. Uh, hello and is it working? Yes, it is. Hello and welcome. I am Deadman Apollo, the most radiant skeleton in the night sky, coming to you live like a meteor or something. Oh man, it sounds cornier and cheesier the more I say it. I don't know. Oh man. hold on. Yeah. That wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. Just moving myself a little bit. Hey Yola, how you doing on this fine Saturday? Oh man. You know, to me, chat streams are probably the most intimidating ones to do. Because I've never been a good talker, and here I am thinking about, okay, how am I gonna talk for like an hour or two? Well, what am I even gonna say? Just this and that? But I mean, usually it turns out pretty okay. The conversations just kind of create themselves. I'm here. It's currently pretty late, but I won't be sleeping for another while. Yeah, they are intimidating. I mean, it's funny you say that, but you end up talking for like 40 minutes before your streams. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's like, okay, if I'm just gonna talk for like 2 hours, where the hell is that gonna go? Hey, how you doing, Blaine's Brains? How you doing on this fine day? Oh man. Listen. I have a list. I have a list of stuff to talk about, I think. Yeah, look. I got a few topics, like what led to the Among Us collab, and my moving situation the previous month and all that stuff. Oh man. But before that, look, listen. Yesterday I was shopping for headphones. I was shopping for headphones, and because my current headphones are closed back headphones, so when I wear them, I can't hear anything like around me, especially when things are playing on them. It's just I just can't hear anything. Hold on, is the tracking being buggy? I think it's fine. Should be fine. Either way, I've been shopping for a lot of open back headphones. Supposedly, while they do leak a lot of sound, it's not a problem if you're in a room by yourself. And supposedly, it makes the audio that you hear sound more full, if that makes any sense. It's like you're in a real place. I don't really know how to explain it because I haven't really experienced it myself, but I was shopping and I settled for the Bayer Dynamic DT 990 edition. And like, Bayer Dynamic themselves, they've got a shop going on and they sell it. And they've currently got a sale going on. Look, these headphones, normally they're like 200 euros, but they sell it for 135, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna buy it. But get this. Even though, hey, Master Chief from Infinite Official, how you doing on this fine day? As I was saying, even though Bayer Dynamic is a German company, they're based in Europe, they only ship to like a handful of countries in Europe. Like, what gives? And my country's not in that list. They've got Finland. I mean, that's not fair. They ship it to Finland but not to Sweden? Come on. What am I gonna do? This is like the cheapest place selling it too. 135 euros versus if I buy it over here, it's 200 euros. Oh man. That's okay. Tip a C. That's bullshit. So I'm gonna see if I've got at least one German friend. So I'm gonna see if I can't just ship it over to his place, and he'll have to ship it over to me. I'm sure that'll probably add like 20 euros to the price itself because I'll have to pay him for his trouble. But it's better than paying, 200 euros versus like 155. But I'm mad. But I am gonna get my hands on those headphones. They look mighty comfy too. And supposedly they're good like for, I'm not an audiophile, so I just want something that's good enough for games and music and just watching anything in general. I don't need anything like a $5,000 headphones with a $10,000 amp. I don't need that kind of stuff. It's too much. And you know, at some point it's like, okay, if I experience the really, really good stuff, will I be able to go back to the bad stuff? You know? It's the same thing with monitors. I've been spoiled, you know. I've ever since I got I've got a really, really high-end TV, but I got it for cheap. I got it for over half off. The TV is usually like I think the MSRP is $1,500, but I got it for like $700 because the shop I bought it at was at a clearance sale. They were closing down, and at first they had it for 30% off, and I still thought, nah, it's a bit too expensive even then. But the further we got into the day and the nearer we got to closing time, they just kept lowering the price more and more until someone would finally buy it, and eventually it landed at like a bit over half off, and I jumped on it. But anyway, I digress. I've gotten spoiled when it comes to TVs and stuff, so whenever I buy a new monitor, I'm like, my eyes, they will not accept anything bad or mediocre. It has to be the best, and I hate it. It makes me look for, like, if I need a new monitor, this monitor I currently have, I spent maybe half a year just shopping around for one that suits my needs. It's so stupid, I hate it. I really hate this habit. Master Chief says, nah, I get my headphones from some flea market for 15 bucks. You know, I envy you. I envy you. If I could settle for that, I would be so happy. But I've got a pretty decent pair of headphones right now from Audio-Technica. I don't quite remember the number or the ID of it. What was it? ATH MX, I don't know. It's something. It's good though. It's a really good pair of headphones. It's just that they're closed back, and I don't really want to be closed off to everything around me. I want to at least be aware of my surroundings. It is good for immersion though. Like, when you put those on and you really get into a game or a movie or just a series, you become a part of that world pretty much. I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what you're in for. Huh. Like, if I would play Elden Ring, which is all about atmosphere, maybe I would use those. Sometimes it's good having two pairs of headphones, you know, just they offer like a different flavor of audio. As Chief from Infinite Official says, I got a pair of Hello Kitty headphones that way. Oh hell yeah. You know, if it's Hello Kitty headphones, I don't blame you. I'll use them too. I don't even care if they look cheesy on me. Just had another sip of my tea. It's pretty good. But yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad at Bear Dynamic for shipping to Finland, but not the country next to it. Like, what gets? Why would you do that? And maybe it's because it's directly from the manufacturer, so they've got a couple of deals over in some countries. Like maybe they got a deal with some audio or hi-fi shop to exclusively carry their brand or something. But here I am, being pissed off instead. So I'll just see if my German friend can help me out there. I'd rather save those 50 euros in these times. Everything's getting expensive. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, on Wednesday, I had my first major collab, and to me that collab was a little bit special because it wasn't just one of those normal collabs with friends, you know. I know like two of the people in that collab. One of them is one of them I know pretty well, Taishi. He was the one who actually reached out and invited me. Vivi, I met him like a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know him that well yet, but he's a great guy. He's a fun guy. He was the one who organized it. Yoshimi Vivi, yeah. I have all of their everyone who participated. I have all of their like links in the description of the Among Us collab. Let me just bring OBS up to the main monitor. Why not? I want to be able to see myself when I speak. There we go. There we go. And I've got Discord open on the other monitor. But yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago. It must be so much work to organize. Yeah, it is. It is. He was the organizer, so I was just in the sidelines, just observing everything, and it seems like a huge pain. Sao-chan, how you doing? Genki? Ima hayai janai? Is it really early in Japan? Nihon de chotto hayai janai? Where was I? But yeah, my boy Taishi, he reached out and invited me. He was like, hey, wanna join Among Us? I was like, sure. And I was really surprised to see a couple of familiar or people I've seen before, like Funky, I've seen him before. Like Taishi has been collabing with him before, and he's a really funny guy. He's a Japanese guy. Hold on, let me finish this drink. Sao-chan, mecha hayai. Sure hayai. Where was I? I keep losing my my train of thought. But yeah, he reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, my man, would you be interested in a big Among Us collab?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I saw Funky there. トラボ楽しかった。超楽しかった。とっても楽しかった。I was a little bit. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I saw Funky. I was like, "Holy shit, Funky's here!" And Funky's, he's pretty big. Well, he's not like super big, but he's big enough. And I check him out every now and then, and he's a great guy. And I also saw another few familiar faces like Koheta. Koheta is also a funny guy. I saw his collab the other day with Yura, Rikudo Yura, an English Vtuber, Adulahan. She's also blue like me. But yeah, he's a funny guy. So I was really surprised. I was like, holy shit, I'll get to collab with all of these people. And then I also saw a couple of other familiar faces like losing my train of thought again. Just on top of my head, like I'd seen Honeymel and Hime as well here and there, and like people like Noah. Noah couldn't make it though. She was, unfortunately, she was on a trip. She couldn't make it. But anyway, they reached out an invitation and I joined. I was like, oh, I was super excited for it. Like I was thinking about it every single day. And I think they spent like 2 weeks planning out the times. They asked everyone, like they put up a Google Doc with where we would all just put in our available times and stuff, and then we would just try to accommodate as many people as possible through that. And we were supposed to be 10 people. One of them, one or two, I think 3 actually. 3 people couldn't make it, and we invited another person just to, get more people into it. At the end of it though, 8 out of 10 people making it, that's pretty good. Considering a lot of us are in different time zones. Like, you've got me in Sweden, you've got Vivi in America, you've got most of the people who were in it, they were in Japan or just Eastern Asia in general. So it was pretty impressive trying to get it all together. And the day before, I was super excited but also nervous because it was a Japanese only stream, mostly Japanese only. Yeah, the collab itself was purely in Japanese, and I would just try to translate like everything in between during the rounds where you would just walk around. Let me get my thoughts together. But yeah, it was since it was going to be purely in Japanese, I was nervous. I was like, oh god, my Japanese speaking. Yeah, it was really fun, super fun. I hope we do it again sometime. I was just thinking, okay, my Japanese speaking sucks, but my comprehension is good. I need to step my game up in order to be able to convey like words and sentences and stuff. So I did spend a little bit of time practicing, just going through my going through it in my head what I would say and stuff. And while I do think I could have done a bit better when it comes to the speaking part, I was surprised to see that I actually understood quite literally everything they said during the arguments, during the introductions, when they were explaining how the game works and everything. I was surprised. I was finding myself enjoying it a lot. I just, once I realized that I pretty much understood everything and that I wouldn't have any problems at all during the collabs, I just calmed down. I was like, okay, there's no need to be nervous during all this. But the day before though, I was really nervous, especially when I went to bed. I couldn't fall asleep. I really couldn't fall asleep. Not just because of the whole Japanese part itself, because it's an opportunity to meet all these new people, right? Like, I know about Funky, Koheta, and all these other people. Let's see, Dizzy Dino, Honey Melon, etc. I've seen him before, but I'd never spoken to him before. Like, not even DMs or anything. It was just like a follow kind of thing on Twitter. But being able to directly interact with them, that's special. That's an opportunity to, network and get to know people. So that part I was a bit nervous about too, because I wanted to make an impression. And I think I did. I made them laugh pretty good. So yeah, getting to meet them was quite the honor. Once again, I'm really grateful for the extension, for the invitation to the whole collab. Your Japanese has improved. Arigato, Sao-chan. ちょっと緊張しとった。でも大丈夫だった。コラボ全部わかった。でも俺の話し方はちょっとクソみたい。Yeah, I just told Sao-chan my Japanese speaking is shit. But hey, これはいい練習だった。It was a good practice. Especially making Japanese friends. I don't get a lot of, self-studying is one thing, but using the language is something else, and I don't get many opportunities to practice using the language. It's mostly just input, no output at all. So getting to know people like Funky and etc. It's good. It's good. And it's fun connecting with people from other countries. So I'm looking forward to the future to see what that holds in store for me. とっても楽しかった。もっとAmong Usをやりたい。That's about it for the Among Us thing. It was just a great opportunity. And I never expected to get invited to something like that anytime soon. So it was surprising too. And it's pretty good, pretty great. Oh, pretty great. Oh man, hold on. I need to put my phone into mute. Because it's been... I got a notification just now. I don't know if my mic picked it up. Oh, what else? One thing with moving is... Once you get... it took... right now I'm just gonna talk about having moved. Yes, you became an Among guy. Yeah, me and my man Taishi won. We won a imposter round. It was fun. It was great. What was I saying? Oh, before I go on to that, I was surprised when they mentioned my previous design. They talked about, hey, you used to look like the Michelin Man. And they're talking about my previous design, Cream Man. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of that stupid design. Where is it? I call him Cream Man because he just looks funny. This was my previous design. As I said in my debut, this was a borrowed design. And while I love it, it's not quite, it's not quite mine. And get out of here, Cream Man. It's not my design, and I wanted something that was me. Plus, I don't think that Cream Man is very marketable. Most people take a look at him and they're like, what the fuck is this creepy thing? But yeah, I was surprised to hear them mention that they saw my previous design, and when they called it the Michelin Man, I started laughing. Usually people call him Casper, so that's pretty silly. But anyway, yeah. The moving thing. The moving thing. You know, I spent the better part of September moving, right? Apollo, I want to get the cup of... Apollo, I want to get the cup of Hatsune Miku blue ramen and you look like a sperm. I get that too. People said I look like a sperm. You know, lore reasons. In my lore, I just call this my soul form. You know, he looks... If you look at it like this, it's a soul. And I just pretend that this used to be me in my soul form. And then one day I remembered who I was, and then boop, I went back into my body, and then I became Skeleton Man. That's the impromptu lore. Oh yeah, anyway, I digress. The moving thing. I did not realize how long it would take to just unpack in general. Because it's like, the first things I set up was my bed and my computer. And once those two essential things were up, I became super lazy. So for a week long, I just left all my my clothes too. I took some of my clothes out too, of course. So for about a week, I just left most of my stuff in the boxes. Because the whole moving situation was such a pain in the ass that I just could not be bothered anymore. So I just left them in the box, everything, like my figures, my games, I just left them in the boxes, and I just had my PC in my bed. And I thought that was fine for like a week. I didn't want to bother with anything else. I just wanted to settle in for a while. And just recently I just ended up unpacking everything, putting everything in its spots. My figures and all those things. Oh, do I have a picture of that? I wanna... Listen. Since I've got a whole bunch of Hololive figures coming in, I've got a whole designated shelf just for those. Let me see if I can just upload that to Discord really quick and show you guys. Yeah, this is good. Why is it 700 kilobytes? Did Discord compress it? You know what? It's fine. Yeah. Hey, Nikito's Overlord, how you doing? Hey, who do you like the most in Genshin? Oh, okay, I'll get to that in just a second. Let me just show you guys this thing. It's probably gonna show up oversized. Let me just quickly check for reflections. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, since I've got a whole bunch of Hololive and Nindroids coming up, I've got this designated shelf just for Hololive stuff. Ah, look at that. Looking great. Do you or will you get a Gura figure? I did not get Gura. There it is. There's the stuff. And there's like a little gap in the middle there, and you see the shelf with the birds on it? Those birds will eventually be moved the more Nendroids I get. I got a notification from Good Smile. They're sending me stuff. They're sending me my, what was it? My Miko and Pekora. My Miko and Pekora Nendroids. They're sending it on October 28th. And I'll put them there. They'll probably go next to Sora there. Oh yeah. Oh shit, I didn't set this up at all. I forgot. But later on, we are gonna go ahead and unbox my Akai Hato Nendroid. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna leave this here. Okay, let me just move it below myself. There we go. We'll leave it there. No, I did not get the Gura Nendroid. I'm not the biggest fan of Gura. Like, I like her, but not enough to get her Nendroid. I will, however, get Amelia Watson's Nendroid. I like Amelia Watson. She's great. I also pre-ordered the Amelia small Ame plushie that they're selling right now because it's too cute. Nikita's Overload, you asked me, who do you like the most? Oh, now I'm confused about that question. Who do you like the most about Genshin? That can be read like, which character do you like the most, or what do you like the most about Genshin? Well, we can go into that. Oh, you know, that's a good question. That's a great question. Let me bring up this character real quick. Oh, I think I might need to launch Genshin for this. Or I don't think it's necessary. Okay, listen. Usually I'm all about the waifus. Of course, I'm a man. I like my pretty waifus. But when it comes to Genshin Impact, my favorite design and character, both design-wise and personality, is my boy Zhongli. Oh, he is so cool. Look at that. Look at that cool man. He's the Archon of Geo. He's a Chad. And I wanna tell you a little cool nitbit about this guy. I'm gonna put him under the chat for now. Yeah, there we have Zhongli. Yeah. A little cool fun fact. You see his coat? When I design myself, I love his coat so much, I told my artist, listen. I need a coat like Zhongli, but make it a little bit longer. I want my coat to be inspired by that. Look at that. Do you see the things? And I wanted his, his coat is split into 4 parts. I told her, look, it needs to be like Zhongli's, but split it into 3, just so it doesn't become exactly the same thing. But yeah, his coat is the main inspiration of the coat I am wearing right now. My man Zhongli, I love him. He's great. I would hang out with him. I'd play video games with my boy Zhongli. Oh, what happened to the tracking? Ooh. He's my boy. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even notice this, but check this out. You see the little tuft of hair he's got between his... Do I have some kind of arrow I can point things at? Where is it? Stream assets. Props. We're gonna have to use this insertion type Asakoko just... Okay, you see this thing here? This tuft of hair? I got one too. That was unintentional. I didn't realize that until now. Oh shit, we might be more alike than I thought. He doesn't have an ahoge though, like me. Look at that, mine is floppy. But yeah, this was just something I knew it would look good, so I told my artist in my concept art, it needs to be like that. And let me get rid of my boy Zhongli. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not deleting myself by accident. Yours is bigger too. Yeah. There we go. The Asakoko can stay when I need to point at things. Like Master Chief from Infinite Official, he makes a sad face here. Yours is bigger too. Now I kind of want you to have a JoJo pose. Oh, there's a feature of VC Face, the software I use to VTube. That thing, I mean, you can send poses to it, but I haven't quite explored that feature yet because it's a bit complicated, and I've just been really lazy at trying to figure that out. I couldn't be bothered. But I'll get to that. I'll get some custom poses soon too. And I also want to buy a leap motion sensor so that I can actually move my arms. That's one of the biggest features I want. I want to be able to move, because it looks a bit weird when my hands are just limp like this all the time. Oh. I don't want to be able to move my hands. It's a bit more expressive too. I won't have to use this. I won't have to use this Asakoko to show you things. I could just point to hey, look at this duck over here. Isn't it cool? This is a duck from Terra Online. I used to play that. It was a pretty bad game. Whoa. I got a replica of Kaison's sword. Would you look at that? Isn't that awesome? And here's my hero Dante and his brother Virgil. Ooh. and stuff like that. I can show that with my fingers instead of a suspicious looking tail. You know, if you look carefully, you can actually see the tail in the reflection of my bed here. There's one right there. Just like my real bed. Konbanwa plug, how you doing on this fine Saturday? Oh man. We were just talking about how my design was inspired by Zhongli a little bit. I don't think I went through that before. In my debut, I just talked about Over Justice from Space Patrol Luluco, and I don't think I ever mentioned Zhongli at all. Kind of forgot, I guess. Totally forgot, to be honest with you. Pluck. I was talking about the Among Us stream earlier and what led to it and all that stuff. It was exciting. Anyway, my list of things to talk about. I can go ahead and talk a little bit about the move. I was a pain in the ass. Working on getting my kanji reviews done while listening to Koto freak out over I'm on observation duty. Oh yeah, she's such a scaredy cat, it's funny. I will never forget. You know, people bring up this soap clip where she just gets scared of soap. But they haven't seen like the earlier clips of her just being afraid of nothing. There's a very old horror game stream, I think from 2019 actually, where she played like this really bad flash game that would just randomly like throw a jump scare at your face. This soap clip is the norm. Yeah, it is. But like she would just look at a wall, but she'd start screaming at the sheer suspense alone. She'd be like, pretend this is the cursor. That's just her. Pretend there's a cursor and that this is a wall. She'd just be like, be really scared. That is super funny. It's a classic clip. I would link it, but I honestly don't have the link at hand. It's my Vtuber favorites folder on a playlist on YouTube. It's got like 1,000 videos in it. And trying to comb through all of that, that would take too long. That would take way too long. What was I talking about? Dogs do that though, just freak out over nothing. Oh, maybe they see something that we don't. Imagine that. You know, they see some other colors. Maybe they see mysterious things. Mysterious. Now, damn it, I wanna be able to set up automatic expression detection, but it's not working. I can't make it work. It just won't work. I don't know how to make it work. It's really funky. It says just make expressions and tie it to like a certain blend shape. Like if I smile in real life, it should do this, you know? Honestly, the smile is a bit creepy. Or if I get angry, do this. Or if I get really angry, do this. It won't recognize them. Anyway, what about the move? Oh, the move. I don't know. What about the move? I know where to start, that's the thing. We can go ahead and start with... Oh yeah, did you see the Super Mario movie trailer? Oh, Pluck, you like distractions? Let me talk about the Mario movie trailer. Had caps lock on, it's fine. I did see the Mario movie trailer. I think... Okay, I'll give you my opinion. I had no plans on seeing this movie in the theaters anyway. I was just gonna wait for it to come out on Blu-ray or streaming services. So my stance still remains like kind of indifferent about it, but I'll say that the movie looked great. It looked really good. And I think it's gonna be great as well. I saw the trailer, I'm seeing the theaters. I don't care if it makes me a loser. No, that's fine, go watch it in the theaters. I'm just not much of a theater guy to begin with. The only reason I would even go to the theater before was because my sister would drag me to all the Marvel movies. And you know, I like the company. So I would go to like every single damn Marvel movie. But now my sister moved away to another city. So I guess that's not gonna happen anymore. I guess I'm not gonna watch those movies in the theaters. But anyway, the trailer, listen. Bowser was fantastic. Jack Black was killing it. That was a really, really good Bowser. That Jack Black's great. He's a really talented actor. How does he do it? I don't know. I don't know how he does it. But it really, your system moved? I didn't know. I didn't tell you? Oh man. Oh man, I'm so forgetful these days. I'll talk about that with you later. Anyway. Cause you know, obviously I can't say too much on the air. The Mario movie, Jack Black was fantastic, and I feel like that the penguins they showed off, they're gonna become the minions of Mario now, cause that's just what Illumination does. Bowser and Luigi are both mega cute, and that's the whole reason I want to see it. Yeah, Luigi was great too. I am, however, disappointed in Chris Pratt hyping up that fucking Mario voice. He was like, "Oh, it's a me, I'm Mario." No, that's not gonna be the voice. You're just gonna have to wait for the trailer. And that was the fucking voice. It's just his normal goddamn voice. Even the French people, the French people, they made a better dub. Mario sounds like Mario. He was like, "Woo, wahoo, wee, it's a me." He sounded like that. But Chris Pratt's Mario voice just, I'm not gonna judge. It's a bit too early. We barely heard him speak. Maybe it was just, you know, it was just that one scene, and it'll sound different in other scenes. To be honest, Mario looked like the realistic Mario from the 2010s. I've seen that image. That's funny. That's my only complaint. Mario seems pretty generic. Yeah. I don't know what Chris Pratt is up to, and I hope that scene was just that scene. And in future trailers, I hope we get to hear more of his performance. I want the original Mario voice actor. Yeah, I want him too. I wonder if the reason they didn't choose Charles Martinet, is that how you pronounce it? I'm wondering if it's because he's not really, you know, Mario has never really had a conversation in his games, right? He just makes noises, and he says yippee, wahoo, and he makes Italian gibberish noises. So maybe like voice acting in a movie is not his strong point, or maybe he just didn't want to. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I don't know why they chose Chris Pratt though. Oh, I will say this too. I'm not looking forward to hearing Donkey Kong because I don't like Seth Rogen. I can just imagine Donkey Kong showing up and being like, smoke banana weed, snort powdered banana. I don't like Seth Rogen. He's annoying, and I hope he doesn't make a stupid voice as Donkey Kong. It's probably just that. There are sound effect VAs and actual acting VAs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And Charles Martinet, he's great. And I think I would just prefer to hear his gibberish instead. Imagine if, you know what would actually be great? If Mario was as silent as he is in the games in that movie. Because Mario never talks. He will just make noises and he'll just do things. Yeah, I think it would be great if he was still like that in the movie too. He'd be like, Mamma Mia. Even in the game, in the RPG, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, or that, you know, just the Mario and Luigi series, whenever Mario and Luigi, they don't have their own dialogue, but when they speak, they just make Italian gibberish like but they make an entire game out of that with a really big story and everything, and I think that would work. Master Chief from Infinite Official, I gotta say the whole name. No, but he did have a conversation when he redid his audition in his autobiography video on YouTube. Oh, really? If they ever do a Zelda movie and the same thing, it'd be amazing if they made Link mute. Yeah, I think so too. I think a silent protagonist, if done really well, can be amazing. Like you have Wall-E, he was a silent well, that was a silent movie. And not really super silent, but it is a movie with minimal dialogue. But it worked out really great. You know, body language. Body language is a universal language, pretty much. Like all of our expressions and stuff, they're the same. Doesn't matter what the culture is. You know, some hand gestures and stuff, they'll be different because, you know, those can be a bit dynamic, but facial stuff and Wally was a silent protagonist. He was great. Great. Yeah, I love Wally. It was a great movie. You know, I haven't seen it in like 15 years. I should watch it again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie. I will not watch it in theaters just because I'm not a theater guy. I will watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray and stuff. I did see like, I'll go and see these mascot or video game mascot movies. Like I saw Sonic 1 and I saw Sonic 2 as well. The Sonic movies can get a little bit cringe sometimes, but the other characters like Eggman and Knuckles in the newest movie was really funny. Well, he was great. His performance was amazing. So I'll still watch him, even though there's a little bit of cringe in the Sonic movies and stuff. But I'll watch him, but not in the theaters. To be honest, I'm more excited to see Peach than anything if they give her powers from her game. Oh, Super Princess Peach? I never played that. 1 second, I'm just gonna... I need to sneeze. I haven't seen either of the latest Sonic movies. I should. Jim Carrey carries that movie really hard. And I was talking to my buddy Euro, and we were both like, the Mario and Sonic movies are both respectively going to be carried by their main villains. Bowser seems like he's going to be great, and Jim Carrey's Robotnik was great too. I can imagine them messing Peach up really bad. Ooh, I can too actually. I just hope they don't. I hope that because they're supervised by Nintendo, they'll just keep keep our old personality. Because I want everyone to be, you know, the characters we know and love. Oh, and the best princess, Daisy, she better appear or I'm gonna riot. No Daisy, no watch. If I don't get my dose of Daisy, I'm gonna be so mad. You know, the new Mario Strikers, it didn't have Daisy in its original roster, and I was like, I wasn't gonna get this game, but now I'm definitely not gonna get it. But now it has Daisy, but I'm still not gonna get it. But I'm happy that Daisy's in it, you know, just the fact that she's in it, even though I'm not gonna buy it. If they stay true to the character, it'll be fine. Daisy and Peach both suck, to be honest. You take that back, Pluck. You'll be banned for talking shit about Daisy. Okay. Master Chief from Infinite Official. Daisy is for Super Mario Movie 2, and Rosalina is for the third movie. I can see Rosalina appearing in a sequel, but I need to see Daisy animated in that style. Come on. Don't hold out on a man. I need to see Daisy. She's cute. She's my main in Mario Kart 8. I won't ever take it back. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Asakoko here in the P. There we go. Take that. Shit, I can't be doing that. Go away, Asakoko. I'm just gonna put it here in the corner. I'm gonna watch it. Just like 3 months after everyone else. Oh man. Anyway, that was a distraction. I was talking about the move. And we moved to a place. When we first evaluated the place, it was like, okay, yeah. I wasn't there for it. When my folks checked out the house, they were like, this ain't going to be a big deal. We're just gonna have to replace a few things, and it'll be fine. Turns out everything needed to be replaced, and they made a really poor judgment of how much renovation the place needed. When Peach, Daisy, and Pauline and Rosalina appear, the artists will rise. Yeah, the artists, they'll go wild with their fan art. But yeah, the place needed a lot more renovation than they initially thought. So we had to spend like a month over living like at our relative's place. I lived in my grandparents' place because my uncle's room is still available. A part of the artist will rise anyway. Sure will, Pluck. Just like this Asakoko, who will now rise from the graves and go back to the corner up here. True. the place needed more renovations than we thought. So I chose to just crash on my grandparents. My uncle's room was available, so I just hauled over my PC over there and lived there for like a month. It was living at my grandparents. I think it made me a little bit crazy because just family circumstances, and the neighborhood was really loud as well. I'm not gonna go too deep into it here, but they would get really fucking loud. It was a weird fucking environment, and it just made me. I couldn't even stream. Like I figured, you know, okay, I can be there and I can stream whenever I can, right? But no, every night they would get so damn loud. The sound isolation was really bad in the place, and when they watch TV, you know, they turn up that volume really loud. You know, it's 11 right now where I am. Yeah, that would not be possible if I streamed over there, because right about now they'll be watching TV, volume full blast, because you know they're old. Their ears are probably not as good as they used to be. And I don't know, my aunt would always show up with her kids, and like my aunt lives right next to them, right next to my grandparents, and she would come over with her kids, who are really loud as well. It would just not be possible to stream at all. My microphone would pick that up, and you know, I work really early. I wake up 5 in the morning to go for work. Usually I hate waking up for work, so I just go to bed after work. That's why I'm awake during the night, but being awake during the night was not possible there because it was always loud. So where was I going with this? So when you wanted to go to bed early, like if you start 5 in the morning, you want to go to bed at like 10, maybe even 9. But you can say goodbye to that. That's not possible there at all. It just did not work out. One time I tried going to bed at 9. I was like, oh, I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. I made this face. I made eyes like these. I was like, I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. And when I tried to, it just did not work out. Everyone was loud. There. The TV there. The children screaming. It didn't work out. Let's see. The absolute worst. My condolences. Nosy environments are maddening. Oh, it wasn't just my grandparents. Oh my god, their fucking neighbor. I'm pretty sure the neighbor in the apartment above were abusing their kid, because that kid was screaming every single day. That, and their parents too. And I was just like, oh my god, what kind of chaos is this? How the fuck do they live over there? You should sleep too right now. It's late. No, I'm not gonna sleep right now. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep, I don't know, at noon. As someone who went to bed at 8 a.m. this morning, yeah. Yeah, Nuos gets me. He sleeps late late as well, like me. Yeah, old people, noisy upstairs neighbor. That was fucking insane. I can't believe it. If I lived in that apartment and had to hear that kid fighting with his parents every single day, I would call the authorities on that. That's just unhealthy. Okay, that's the worst. BF has a noisy upstairs neighbor who are constantly hammering and drilling for seemingly no reason. Hey, maybe they have a hobby, just tinkering all damn day. But yeah, I'm just wondering what the hell is going on in that neighborhood. How can they live? At the same time, there's another neighbor in the building next to them who has a neglected cockatiel. I know it's a cockatiel because I recognize that screaming noise the cockatiels make when they scream for attention, because I used to have one. I had a cockatiel for like 6 years before it died of old age, and it would scream for attention too. Like not all the time. My bird was really well behaved, and it would only scream like when I went outside of the room or when no one had been home for a while, because people had to go. At the time I went to high school, like 10 years ago. At the time I went to high school, and whenever I came back home, the bird would scream because it heard someone come back home, and those birds get really lonely. So I know what a cockatiel sound like really well. And that damn bird was screaming all the time. You could hear it from the, like, through the window even. I'm like, shit, these people, why do they have birds if you don't even take care of them? To be honest, I would sleep for 12 hours and I'm a deep sleeper. Oh, you're a deep sleeper? I'm jealous. I'm a light sleeper. Any noise will wake me up. That's why I sleep with a fan on, because I can sleep with white noise. If there's a constant white noise going on, I can sleep like a baby. It doesn't matter. Because that white noise will drown out any random noises, right? But anything, like if someone knocks on my door just really lightly, like, can you hear this? Yeah, just like that, I'll wake up. I'll be like, and then I'll have a hard time going back to bed. So I wish I was a deep sleeper. You know, the only time I sleep deeply is when I'm sleep deprived. There was this one time where I went to bed. You know, work was in like 6 hours. I went to bed, but when my alarm rang, I just subconsciously turned it off. I wasn't even aware in my sleep, and I ended up like an hour late for work. It was the first time in the years I had been working there, and luckily my boss was really cool about it. I told him the situation. I was just completely honest. I was like, I overslept. I turned off my alarm in my sleep. I wasn't even aware. And he just told me, you know what, bro? You've worked here for so many years. This is the first time you're late like this. It happens to the best of us. It's fine. Just go in and do your work. Don't worry about being like an hour late. That was great. I was like, shit, man. It increased my morale a little bit. It's a good thing to have a good boss. You have these shitty bosses, you know, maybe you've worked there for 10 years. You're half an hour late for the first time in your life, for the 10 years you worked there. And the boss will be like, what the fuck? I pay you for this and this and you come late. You're fired. Like, what the hell? What is your problem? I'm a fairly deep sleeper, but one thing that will insta-wake me up is my cat sounding upset about something, like she found a spider or something. Oh, maybe that's like a natural response in us. You know how babies, when they cry, they will, like, your body will react to its core, because, you know, we're designed, or we've evolved to just respond to that to that frequency. So we'll go ahead and take care of the baby. Maybe it's similar. Maybe it's a similar situation. But yeah, I spent like a month over there at my grandparents, and I was wondering, when the hell are the renovations gonna finish? And my dad, he's a pretty stubborn guy. He was like, I'm gonna do most of this stuff myself. And right then I knew that was probably gonna be a mistake. Master Chief from Infinite Official, since I was a child, I needed to be a deep sleeper since I would visit family in festival times, and Mexican music is really loud. And I would have to sleep on the benches next to the speakers. My god. I can imagine that. Sleeping next to the speakers though. Yeah, I suppose your environment shapes you a little bit when it comes to your sleep habits. Like, some people, they can sleep when someone is snoring really loudly next to them. I can't at all. If someone snores next to me, that's it. That day is over. I'm not going to bed. Maybe it has something to do with that. Cats will mimic the pitch of a crying baby if they're exposed to them. They do it on purpose. That's hardcore, Master Chief from Infinite Official. It truly is. Lua OS, how you doing? How you doing on this fine Saturday? Welcome to the stream. We're talking about sleep patterns and moving and renovations. Hi, oh my god, you have no skin. Faris Ibnu, how you doing? I don't have any skin at all. Yeah, you're right. But I do have a dashing lock of hair. Oh, look at that. Look at my hair. It's not actually real hair. This is my soul leaking out of my body. The substance is soul. But hey, at least it doesn't make me look bald. I can go bald though. Let me turn off my hair just for you. Don't look. I have a funny skull shape. There we go. I got my hair back. Snoring triggers my misophonia. I'll lose my ever-losing mind. What's misophonia? I won't look it up. I will not look it up just so we can keep talking about stuff. Now even if someone slaps me, shakes me, hell, I went to the hospital and an ambulance was still asleep and I woke up and went back to sleep. Damn, man, you sleep like a log. You basically just pass out when you go to bed. Damn, your soul is superb. Thank you. Hey, oh my god, you're so cool. You know what? I know I'm cool. Hehehe. I've got a hat, I've got shades, my shoulders catch on fire. But right now I'm talking, so there's no real need for the shades. Or the hat. Well, I can have the shades on for a bit. The no hair looks absolutely hilarious. You know, I can mix and match. How about this? You know, my hair doesn't have anything to latch onto anymore. So they become hang like this. Oh shit, what happened to my things? My hair! Where is it? That's not my hair. Oh, there we go. Man, my misophonia is hatred of sound. It's like a condition which... Oh, yeah, I have that. It's considered an actual disorder. Really? It's a disorder? Because chewing noises piss me off like nothing else. The reason why I would not eat in the kitchen with my family is because of the chewing noises. It would drive me insane. I could not do it. So, and my dad is a loud chewer. He's like yum 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 yum. He opens his mouth like some kind of buffoon. You can just hear every single molecule. It's ugh. I love your outfits. Thank you. Hoo hoo. Hey, let me give you a better look. Let me. There we go. This is my full outfit. Check it out. I wish I could move my arm. Oh. Wow, look at those glowing decals. Pretty good, isn't it? You can see the sole of my feet. There's nothing. There's actually no friction when I walk around. It's like I'm sliding because, you know, I don't have a rubber pattern on my shoes. It's actually a problem, but it's okay. I've gotten used to it. It's considered a disorder because it can significantly interfere with quality of life and be disruptive for those who have it. Luckily, mine has got a lot milder with a better diet. Well, I wouldn't say it actually is life ruining. Like, I could eat food with a lot of people as long as they keep their mouth shut when they chew. But when they open that mouth and let all that disgusting sound out in the world, that's when I have a problem with it. Oh, that's when I have a problem with it. Your outfit suits your temperament. Hey, does it? Ooh. Hey, maybe it goes with the personality. Maybe people are like, oh, I want to dress like how I am, and then things become cool and nice. Let me just have another sip of water. You know, I'm out of carbonated water. I need to go pick up some more. I love carbonated water. When I drink plain water that's not carbonated, there's that, you know, there's that little thing missing. I love the feeling of carbon dioxide bubbles in my water. But what can you do? Water is water. Yeah, some people are just loud chewers, even when they keep their mouth closed. BF sometimes does it and I have to leave the room. Oh man. Oh, that's when it's your partner, it's like it's like, oh, it's like, bro, I love you, but I gotta eat in the other room. Still water is for chumps. Yeah, drink soda all day. That ought to be good for your kidneys. Nah, I do like still water. It's just carbonated feels more satisfying to me. He feels bad, but it's like, bro, it's not your fault. It's my fault. Your brain. Yeah, it's really not their fault. Okay, it is if they open their mouth. Keep it closed. I don't want to see what's in there. But when they keep it closed, yeah, at that point it's like, okay, well, I guess it's not his fault. It's all me. Hi Pan, how you doing? How are you doing on this beautiful Saturday night? Okay, I'm gonna sleep. In Malaysia, it's already 5:33 a.m. Oh, it's that late already. All right, well, thank you for tuning in for the bit you could. Have a nice sleep, Lua OS. I hope you have sweet dreams and you sleep like a log, like Master Chief from Infinite Official. That habit for sound is mine for ASMR. If someone does ASMR around me, I instinctively want to lash out. Oh no. If ASMR triggers the primal instincts in Master Chief from Infinite Official. that reptile brain. He goes rabbit. But yeah, back to the whole moving situation. The renovations, my dad wanted to do it all by himself. Well, not all. Of course, some stuff is beyond his power, like he shouldn't deal with electricity and the bathrooms, so we hired professionals for that. But everything else, like, I don't know, the flooring and the roofs are a bit... They're not optimal, if I should put it that way. Like, the color of the floor and ceilings are nice. It's white ceiling and gray floors. It's gray wood. Congratulations, you received... Shut the fuck up, Restream. How do I disable that message? I don't want no... Okay, Restream. I know I shit on you all the time, but you really gotta be quiet. I just lashed out on Restream. Anyway. But the thing is, it's imperfectly installed. Like, it goes all the way to the wall, right? But then like some tiles on the floor is like, it doesn't perfectly match up with the wall. Like there's like a tiny, at worst, there's a 1-inch gap between the floor tile and the wall. Quit abusing Restream, you monster. I'll abuse it as much as I want. But yeah, it's like, in my room, for example, hope you have a nice day. Yeah, you too. Have a nice night, Lua. In my room, for example, there's this 1-inch gap on one of the floor tiles, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, okay, well, this is quite ugly. So I've just got it covered up with something else right now, so it's not visible. But I imagine that in the future, if they move out and they decide to sell the place, you know, the new owners, they're gonna have to do something about that. They're just all kinds of small imperfections that you can see that an amateur did it. Because my dad, he's not a renovator. It's one thing to just look at YouTube and try to figure something out versus having done it for years or months even, knowing how to properly measure things. He's not good at measuring, I've noticed. Either way, there are a lot of these weird faults with the place. But I mean, you can ignore it. You can ignore it. There's also the issue of, you know, they put the floor tiles and the ceiling on top of the old floor and ceiling instead of removing those and then putting the new stuff on. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It could have been done better. But whatever. I'm finally freed of my grandparents' place. Oh, man. But yeah, I do live at home at the moment because it's convenient for pretty much everyone. iPan has subscribed to your channel. Hey, why didn't alert play? There we go. Welcome to hell. Did it play and I just missed it? The volume was pretty low, on my side at least. But yeah, I live at home at the moment. It's convenient both financially and yeah, both financially and, you know, just for the social aspect. You know, you live with your family, it's nice. So I live with them at the moment. It is nicer living alone, but right now it's just super convenient being here. You know, things are getting really expensive over here in Sweden, so it's like, okay, let's just keep it this way for like a year. And in a year I figured I'd just I'm planning on moving to a new town anyway. Yorenzu, pre-debut, how are you doing on this fine day, on this fine Saturday night? We're doing a little talk over here. We're having a comfy time. I've got my cup of water. I had some tea earlier, but I finished the tea. I do want to finish the tea. How are you doing? How are you on this fine night? You're pre-debut, huh? You haven't debuted yet, right? I can go ahead and. Well, the restream chat layout is a bit weird. But yeah, but we finally settled in here. The first week we just set up our beds and everything. We decided, you know what, we're just gonna chill this month or this week. We're not gonna unpack that much, so we just took it easy. We were tired from all the renovation stuff. The thing that took the most time was the kitchen. That took a whole month to put together, because partly because the kitchen is difficult to set up, and because all the different parts for the kitchen, they came at different times. Like, we got one half of the kitchen on this day, and the other half on this day, and we don't have the stove yet, and this and that. Just took a bit longer. We initially thought it would just take like a week because they had underestimated how much renovation was needed, but a month already passed. The worst is over. We can chill. Yeah, things are nice now, much nicer. Oh man, I think that's about it when it comes to the place. It was just a frustrating situation. Just in short, living with my grandparents made me insane. I'm going to have to move to an apartment within the next year. Not looking forward to unpacking specifically. It takes so long and it is so tedious. Oh, tell me about it. When you do that, just set aside a week to unpack everything, because it will take that long. Because there's so much to keep track of. Like, okay, I need to pack this, and then you realize you forgot this and that, and just giving yourself a week to plan it all out is good, especially when you move in. You don't want to unpack everything directly. I did it in just short bursts here and there, because I don't think I'd be able to take an entire day of just unpacking. It would be so annoying. Chia, how are you doing? How are you doing on this fine Saturday night? We're just talking about moving and the whole process. But yeah, just unpacking specifically. Once, I'm telling you, once that bed is there, once that bed is set up, it's just like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna touch any of my boxes except for the essentials for another while. But I'm glad that most of or pretty much all the unpacking is done. Yeah, I have sorted boxes and then a miscellaneous box with labeled bags for the odds and ends. Have your other box organized is a huge help indeed. Yeah. I wrote like stuff on all of my boxes so I could keep track of what was what. What's funny is that all the figures I had packed back in, they took a really long time to unbox. Chia says your character is so cool. Hey, thank you. You know, I think so too. I'm a pretty dashing skeleton, if I must say so myself. Although I must improve my face tracking a little bit more. I want that auto expression detection. Apollo, you look ready for Hallows Eve. Oh, good point, Master Chief from Infinite Official. Do you have any Halloween stream plans, Deadman? Probably. I haven't really thought about it that much. I mean, I am a skeleton. I will always be ready for Halloween by default. You know, I don't even need to do anything. Hey, maybe I can change my colors around. Let's play with that for a second. Let's see if we can get a spooky color. Effect settings. Color. A hue. That's more orange. Now I'm pinkish. Can't I get a clean red hue? Green and purple. Ah, whatever. I couldn't get a really spooky vibe. Bone armor only for one of the soul games. That'd be so good, please. Ooh, but that's not scary. That's not scary though. I could do phasmophobia. Thanks, Doc. I've got a friend. He's called Flower of Good. He just started streaming, and I told him, hey, bro, if you ever want to stream something, we can go for it. So we'll see if we would probably choose a game that we can play together. So maybe if Phasmophobia works, we can play that together. Play spooky skeleton. Play spooky skeletons. Also, you become RGB for a second. Yeah. Let me show you. This is my gamer mode. This is gaming Apollo. Whoa, I look like you're a PC. Oh, wait, what? This is color temperature. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Ooh. This is what people want on their keyboards and PC these days. So yeah, this I have to do this manually. I wish I could make the hue do shuffle by itself. Maybe I can do so in OBS, but I'm not gonna toy with that right now. Phasmophobia would be good too. Yeah. But Dark Souls bone armor only would be cool. I would have to... You do get it pretty late in the game, so what I would have to do beforehand is... I think I would probably just use Cheat Engine to just give myself the bone armor and stuff early on. So I could, you know, just start a bone run pretty early. RGB beautiful, yeah. Look, I don't hate RGB, but I do find it distracting. Like, if my keyboard were to change like color all the time, I'd be really distracted by it. Right now, right now my keyboard only has one color, and it's white lights. I like it. It's a black keyboard with white lights on it, and I really like it. I really like the look, so I'm fine with that. My computer even, it doesn't have a glass window. It's completely closed, because I don't really care that much about RGB. I only have a light strip installed on the back of my monitor, and I have it set to a really warm color, like a sunset, because that's just much easier on the eyes. I will sometimes change it depending on the mood though. Like if I play an atmospheric game, I will go ahead and change the color to maybe red, blue, or purple depending on the game itself. Now luckily, since I played Elden Ring on PC, Elden Ring is very yellow and orangey, so the sunset color I've got right now was working pretty nice. LED stuff hurts my eyes, especially because I'm a basement dweller who forgets to turn on the lights on at night when working late. Yeah, I turn off my lights too, and that is exactly why I have a really warm color. Like my color right now is kind of like between orange and yellow. It's a warm color, but it does not hurt the eyes. It's really pleasing to the eyes, and I prefer it over complete darkness. I don't like actual complete darkness because the light from the monitor strains my eyes if it's completely dark. So I just have those LED lights. They're pretty strong, but it's a really warm and pleasant color, and it's nice. Let's see. But yeah, spooky games. Phasmo would be good. A bone run of Dark Souls would also be good. Let me go through my Steam library and see if I have some other spooky games. The thing is, spooky games don't affect me, so I'm a bit like confused. There are also these Saga that Hololive likes to play. I don't know, Chillus Art is the developer. But there are these walking simulator horror games where you just walk around and then Ooga Booga appears. Oh, and Hololive Error. That game received an update with a new chapter, so I should actually play that too. Yeah, that'll be a stream. It'll be a short one though. That chapter is probably like an hour long or half an hour. But I'll go ahead and play that too. I also do want to stream more HoloCure. There are some challenges I still have left to do. Can you do Dead Space 1 or 2? I do have I don't know if I have them on Steam. I played Dead Space 1 and 2 on PS3, like when they came out. Oh, I don't have Dead Space. Let me see, how much do they cost? Dead Space. Are you kidding me? They're selling Dead Space for $60? Oh, but that's the remake. Never mind, that's the remake. Dead Space. Dead Space 1 is $20 and Dead Space 2 is $20. I'm not gonna pay that for a game I already played. If they go on sale, I'll probably get them. I seem to have arrived just in time for Spooky Game Talk. Yeah, we're discussing what spooky games I should play. We talked about, well, Dark Souls isn't exactly that spooky, but Bone Armor run of Dark Souls 1, Phasmophobia, Hololive Error, the new chapter they released. But as I said, I don't really get affected by spooky games that much, so I don't have a lot of spooky games. Oh, what about Metro Last Light? Is that the newer one? Yeah. Found keys for Dead Space. Oh, hey, Hey, that's a good price. That's a really good price. And you know, if I were to replay Dead Space, I wouldn't want to play it on PS3. I find horror games more comfy than spooky. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Metro Last Light does have horror elements. That's a game I could play. I have played Metro 1 and 2, but I never played the sequel. I have Metro 2033 and Last Light 2. Do I not have the sequel, like the second game? I'm kind of unsure. Metro, I'm looking at Steam right now. Metro 2033 Redux. I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, Last Light, I think that was the third game. Yeah, Last Light is really solid. Okay, I'll play that in the future then. And during this month, for a spooky month. That'll be a good choice. That'll be a good choice. And it won't be a replay either. It'll be all fresh and new for everyone. And I don't think it's a very long game. I think it's maybe like 10 hours long. Let's look that up. Metro Last Light length. And I'm not gonna play the Redux version because I already have it. I don't really care about the Redux version. I saw that some of the environment lighting weren't as good as they used to be, so screw that. I'll just play the original release. I think Exodus was the third. Really? Was Exodus the third? Metro Exodus. Oh, you're right. Exodus is the third game. Okay, I've played Last Light. Exodus is the one I haven't played. Okay, we'll play Exodus. I was a little bit confused. I couldn't remember what the third game was called, but I've played Metro 1 and 2. So Exodus is the one we'll play. I'll have to buy it. I could probably find it cheap somewhere. It's 30 bucks on Steam right now. PC Enhanced Edition. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll play that. We'll play that sometime this month. I'll have to decide on my schedule next week. I don't know what I'll play next week. I think I was thinking about doing more Genshin, but I don't know if I should, because it'll just be pretty much doing cutscenes for 10 years. But I'll think about it. I'll think about what I'll do next week. Anyway, what else did I have to talk about? Yeah. Oh. So I was thinking of like doing this every 3 months, like every season, a new anime season comes up, right? Like all these new shows, but a lot of shows have just ended too. And I thought, hey, maybe I should talk about the stuff I've seen. Like all the summer shows have ended, so maybe I can go through those and talk about them a little bit. Tell you guys about how they were and stuff. Hold on, I just need to make sure that my tabs aren't visible. I was supposed to prepare a Chrome tab for this, but I didn't. And I'm afraid of adding a browser source and it'll just show up on stream right away. What's your opinion on Overlord Season 4? Oh, okay, good question. I've finished it, I saw it all. I liked it. I know, I hear some people talking about the political parts, you know, with the kingdom and everything. They're like, oh, they just talk all day and everything. It's not really interesting. But I love it. I love all that stuff. I love the stuff with the dwarfs. I love the whole kingdom arc. And the twist at the end was great. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but what that character did. Oh, that was devious. But I like it. I like seeing Ainz being an edgy demon king as well. He's a really interesting character. I like him. I'm just waiting for the movie to release. They're gonna release a movie. Is it gonna be a sequel to season 4? Overlord movie. Let's look that up real quick. Overlord movie. Mal. What? Okay, this is a recap. This is also a recap. Why do they do so many recaps? Okay, and then you have, okay, the third movie. That's a new movie. Okay, cool, cool. Prequel to season 4. Ooh, nice, nice. I'll check that out when it comes out. Anime movies are they're a little bit annoying in my opinion because they'll come out in theaters, but only in Japan. And like, sometimes they come to America as well, but I don't live in America. And Sweden doesn't screen anime like ever, unless it's a Studio Ghibli movie or Makoto Shinkai. They skipped a good chunk of the light novel. Oh, I guess they set that aside for the movie then. Finally got around to the Made in Abyss movie. Oh, you didn't even see the second season yet? Oh man. Oh man. This season of Made in Abyss was fantastic. It is so interesting. They nail the atmosphere every time. I don't know how they do it. The movie was really good too. That whole arc, like at first when they announced that arc was going to be a movie, I was thinking, why not just make it a series, or you know, just another season. But after seeing the movie, I thought, okay, movie was probably the best way to have handled that arc. I saw the Konosuba movie in theaters, Limau. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen that yet. I've got it, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. At the time, I wasn't in the mood for it, and you know, as time went on, I just kind of forgot about watching it in general. Now I haven't seen season 2. BF wants to watch it together in a rare instance of decent taste. Yo, that surprises even me. I'm glad he wants to watch it with you, because sharing that experience with someone is probably gonna enhance that season tremendously. There's some deep stuff they go into, and that author is a genius. But it's not just the author, it's the animation studio handling the adaptation. It's one of those rare series where the anime adaptation surpasses the source material. And it's probably wholly thanks to the OST. It is so atmospheric. I love it. Whenever I watch Made in Abyss, I get this feeling in my heart of, it's a sense of dread, but adventure, but also fascination. And it's just so interesting how messed up that world is. Anyway, I was gonna add a browser source. Author, animation, music, scenery, art, etc. It's a package deal, for sure. Make source visible. Oh, cool. Oh. Firefox. Okay, good. It's not showing. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna add a browser source. I'm supposed to add a window. Are you sure you wish to remove Firefox? Okay, just give me a moment. Bear with me. Make source visible. Disable that. Okay, good. It will not show the thing. Great. Oh, how do I go into studio mode to prepare this window? What happens if I make it full screen? I don't want to make it full screen. Why? You know, I haven't learned how studio mode works, and I really should have done that. Like, I should have checked out studio mode like trillions of years ago. Also, season 5 is going to be the last season for Overload because they stopped the light novel since the company rushed to finish it. Really? With how popular it is? Okay. Okay, guys, help me out here. I'm gonna remove the Asakoko plug in the top left corner. Tell me, do you see it gone? I don't think you do. Oh, so this is how it works. Okay, folks, we're figuring this thing out live. Live on TV. We're figuring out how studio mode works. No, I still see it. Ah, god damn it. Folks, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do something else. I had a whole plan. Because I have it sorted out in Firefox, but I don't have it sorted out in Chrome. So, whatever, it doesn't matter. We can just look at the whole anime chart on here. It's just a matter of it being a little bit more sorted out. But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We can manage. Where's the window capture? Chrome. Ah, there we go. It's visible now. Let's make the window a bit smaller. Put it over here. And we can go ahead and put it down here under me. Oh man, this is not a good screen for this. What if I go to talking to? We can make this screen work. We can definitely make this screen work. Oh man, sorry, I should have been a little bit more prepared for this. We will hide chat. We will put restream chat over to this side. There we go. Ponman Apollo. Yeah, you're seeing me mess up live on stream. It's a hard life being a skeleton. And then we will add the browser source. Add existing Chrome. Okay, there we go. This is a better screen for this. Okay, let's move this down here and we can talk about all these Chinese cartoons that we all love. Convert date and times to Stockholm. I don't live there, but no. Don't do that. Okay, we will sort by popularity. And I'll go through the stuff I've seen and I haven't seen. Wait, what if I do this? What if I... Okay, this is a better layout. This is a much better layout. We can see... Yeah, I like this. I like this. We can see a lot of stuff. Alright, I just talked about Overlord. We can skip that. It was great. It was great. I like it. If you like Overlord or about a main character who's actually a villain, but he's also a skeleton. He's a really cool skeleton. He's not as animated as I am. But this is good. This is fun. It's edgy. Of course it's edgy. If you like edgy stuff, that's great. I did not watch this. We can mark this as blue. We did not watch this. One Piece is my favorite manga ever, but I will never recommend the anime because it's a slog. It has the worst pacing ever. I dropped the anime for a reason. If you have to watch One Piece, I recommend, if you like Overlord, watch Overlord. Yeah. If you really have to watch an anime, or the anime, just look up One Piece and watch it there. Because they will cut out and edit the episodes so that they're more bearable. Like, all the filler is gone from One Piece. Hataraku Mao-sama. Okay, listen. I loved Hataraku Mao-sama Season 1. But I haven't seen Season 2. I didn't pick it up because I need to re-watch Season 1. The reason being, Season 1 aired 10 years ago. I don't remember shit. I just remember a joke about Katsudan, where the main character gets isekai'd from his fantasy world to our world, and he has Katsudon for the first time, and he goes, Katsudon! And he really likes it, and I just found that really funny, the way he said it. I think it's probably good. I can't say. I gotta rewatch Season 1, and then I'm gonna binge all of Season 2. We've got Danmachi. Listen. I'm gonna be honest here. Danmachi is trash. But I'm a skeleton who likes trash. The Demon King has a part-time... Yeah, it's... the Demon King is a part-time worker. As I said, I haven't seen Season 2. Only Season 1. I will binge Season 1 and 2 sometime when I have time. I want to watch Blade Runners. Not Blade Runner. I want to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners before anything else. Danmachi is, it's more the same. It's more Danmachi. The main character, he's not quite a Gary Stu, if I'm gonna be honest. He does have like OP shit, but he has this stat growth boost compared to everyone else. Yeah, he gets stronger faster, but he needs to earn it. Like his advancements, he needs to earn it, and it's pretty shady, but it's a fun show. It's damn that much. I didn't care much for it. Yeah, that's how I feel as well. It's something I watch just to kill time. Like I'm only watching Danmachi because it airs weekly. If I had to binge through it all, I would not have watched it. That's the best I can say about Danmachi. It's fun, it's not essential. But what's your opinion of Sword Art Online? Pluck says Sword Art Online is a masterpiece, and I agree that Sword Art Online is a masterpiece in cringe. I think Sword Art Online is terribly written. It's quite honestly a turd, but I love watching it. It's such a guilty pleasure. I want to see. I derive so much joy from seeing how cringe Kirito can get. I derive so much cringe from seeing how Kirito can get. That guy will pull shit out of his ass like no one else. And it's just funny watching him, be this OP guy. And, you have all these girls surrounding him. And they're like, oh, Kirito, you're so amazing. Oh my god. Blah, 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 blah. There's just something about SAO that makes me want to watch it despite knowing that it's terrible. It's a feeling. It's a feeling so complicated, if we're gonna say it with bad grammar. It's a complicated feeling. I will watch anything SAO as long as it's canon. I know that there's some non-canon movie came out some time ago, and I don't care about that. I only care about the canon stuff. I will watch it. I watched the third season, Alicization, which was a strange season. Like, Kirito, they spent an entire season of Kirito being a cripple doing nothing, and it was still like entertaining in its own right. Like, Plug agrees with me. It's an abstract sort of feel. We both agree that it's terrible. It's not a good show at all. It's not well written, but it's so addicting. It's such a guilty pleasure. I will watch Sao until the end of my life. Oh man, Sao. SAO, it's funny. Oh, I should mark this as that. And this as considering. Okay, Yofukashi no Uta. This is a spooker, a budge. Yofukashi no Uta. Now this, I think the English title is called The Night. This is by far the most comfy anime of the season. Like, it's about this kid who meets a vampire, and like vampires in this world, they're not predatory as your usual kind of vampire, where they just kill their victims and suck their blood and kill them. But it's more about vampires. They meet people and they suck a little bit of their blood, and then it's bye-bye. They don't kill their victims or anything. And the whole plot is about in this world, to become a vampire, it's not enough to just get your blood sucked. To become a vampire, you need the person who gets their blood sucked. They need to fall in love with the vampire that's sucking their blood. Only then will they become a vampire. And so the main character and the vampire girl meet, and it's just a story about nightlife and all the people and the various people they meet during the nighttime. And the main character, he wants to become a vampire, but he doesn't understand romance, so he tries to figure out how to fall in love with the main vampire girl. Paul, I like the joke from Gaff portrayed by the burgers. What the hell is that? I like the joke from Gap portrayed by the burgers. Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that. But it's a really comfy show. Pretty much all of it takes place during nighttime, and they just nail the comfy atmosphere. I finished the show yesterday, and I came out feeling like super relaxed. It's the best time to watch that show, actually. The best time to watch Yofukashi no Uta. Wait until it's late at night and you feel that feeling of sleepiness creeping up on you slowly. Like maybe 2 hours before bed or something. That's the most comfy time to watch it. Superb atmosphere, superb story and characters, just super comfy. Oh, Devil has a part-time. But what's gapped? Gapped. Portrayed by the burgers. Also, Paul, do you read manhwa? I have never read a manhwa. I've seen the closest. The closest I've come to experiencing manhwa is watching. What was it? That God of High School. Yeah. I've seen God of High School. That's about the closest I've come to it. And well, that was a shit show. That was a real shit show. I hear they tried to cram like 200 chapters into one thing. Isekai Mikyu de Harumo. This is hentai. I didn't watch this. Dr. Stone. I watched this. Dr. Stone is great. I loved season 1. Read the manhwa Solo Leveling. It's getting an anime. Oh, maybe I'll watch the anime instead and then pick up the manhwa. Is it good? I've only heard it in name, Solo Leveling, and the picture. Didn't something happen with the author or something? I'm not sure. Dr. Stone is great though. If you don't know, Dr. Stone is about modern people getting petrified and waking up 3,000 years later and trying to bring back modern technology into what is now in a Stone Age. So it's pretty good. This is not the 3rd season. It's an 1-hour special that takes place after season 1. I think season 3 airs next year. It's great. Also, I spelled wrong. Dapt. Honestly, I have no idea what dapt is. Let's look it up. Dapt. What the hell is dapt? Hataraku Mao-sama. Oh, I see. DA. Oh, is that the abbreviation of the show? Devil has a part-time. Okay. I guess I'm stupid. I like the joke from Devil has a part-time job portrayed by the burgers. The art is amazing and the story is most power fantasy. Ooh. Sounds like it's probably right up my alley. Smooth Brain Apollo. Hey. Why is that Wi-Fi lagging? Smooth Brain Apollo. Hey. I may be a skeleton, but I don't know what my brain looks like. Kura no Shokanshi, Black Summoner. This is Isekai. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for Isekai, especially bad Isekai. I'll watch any bad Isekai. It's the same situation as Sword Art Online. If it's bad, I'll watch it. I have a guilty pleasure for shitty anime, especially bad. Well, this wasn't a bad adaptation. Actually, it's an OP guy. He goes to another world, but Smooth Soul Apollo. Oh, I like that. Master Chief from Infinite Official. Because of you, I feel like wearing my shades. BF endlessly makes fun of me for being so into isekai. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get the beautiful work of Kuro no Shokanshi. Oh, I can use my shades to point at things. It's made by satellites. Shokanshi means summoner. Okay. It's so bad and repetitive. Yes, and? Right? Okay, but the twist is... the guy has no memories from his past life. Just memories, of course. He knows how to speak. He knows, he has knowledge. He knows how to speak and everything. But he wakes up, he's like, oh, I want to be a summoner. And he's like a super summoner. He's got the best stats ever and stuff. It is what it is. It's an isekai. He meets strong things, he expands his party with cute girls and a cute knight. And not a cute knight, a cool knight. And a cute slime. And hilarity ensues, and he just becomes more and more OP without really putting much effort into it. Also, did you read far into God of High School? No, I only saw the anime. I didn't really read the source material because the anime put a sour taste in my mouth. The knight is pretty cute. Yeah, the knight is great. I love the knight. He's a cool dude. It's also well animated. For being a isekai, it's well animated. Let's see. Tensei Kenja no Isekai Life Dai 2 no shokugyo o ete Sekai Saikyo ni narimashita. What's the English title for this shit? Well, I can translate it. It's Isekai Genius Sage's Isekai Life, okay? That's the title. This is another isekai where the main character is OP from the get-go. He wakes up he wakes up next to a tome, or not a tome. He wakes up next to a shed, and inside the shed is a library full of super magical books. And he discovers that he's a tamer, so he goes ahead and tames a couple of slimes, and those slimes, you know, everything they read, they transmit the knowledge over to him, so he reads the entire library of 1 trillion. I finally finished dinner. Hey, Rooter, how you doing? We're talking about the anime that aired during summer that I watched. Where was I? And he instantly reads every book and becomes a super powerful mage. And it's, it sounds as generic as an isekai, but I like it. The main star of the show is not the main character, it's his slimes. All of them speak, they're really cute. And together he ends calamities, saves the world, and all that stuff. Hell yeah, anime is the best. And the best part is though, it's only him and his animals. There are waifus here and there, but they're not permanent additions to the cast. Like he'll meet a waifu for like 2 episodes, and then he'll be like, okay, I'm gonna leave, bye. He leaves the waifu. And Isekai Oji-san, yeah, I have. We're gonna get to it soon. And then he just hangs out. It's just him, his wolf, and his slimes. And it's a comfy story. It's really fun seeing him interact with his slimes. I want to pet those slimes. Oh yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Kinso no Vermeil. Kinso no Vermeil. Gakepuchi Matsusushi wa Saikyo no Yakuso no blah 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 blah. What's the English title? Vermeil and Gold. Vermeil is surprisingly charming and sweet. Yeah. I'll be real. Listen. Sometimes I'm a simple man. Let me go back to the thing. I looked at the poster. I saw a cute demon lady with big boobs, and that was enough for me to watch it. So I decided to go check it out. Came for the booba, stayed for the story, pretty much. I went in expecting the main character to be, your generic protagonist who's like, oh no, booba, I can't look, oh. Your generic MC who's boring. But no, he's actually Chad. He starts off like that, being shy and everything, but he's a Chad. It ends up, it's a story. The guy, in order to advance in class in your magical school, you need to summon a familiar. And he's got this struggle where he can't summon any familiars at all. Just nothing. Nothing will spawn. You can summon anything from a magical beetle to a dragon to be your familiar. And it all depends on how much magic you hold. But he couldn't summon any creature or anything. And one day he stumbles across a book. And from the book he summons a demon. And the demon is this woman. And she ends up becoming his familiar. But unlike dragons and stuff, she's smart, she's sentient like a human, she can talk and everything. And it mostly focuses about their relationship from there, and it becomes actually a pretty sweet story about the two of them. Of course, there's a lot of Coomer bait in it. You see a lot. She gets naked a lot. You don't see anything explicit, but it's fun. It's fun. I liked it. It ended up being a nice romance story between the main character and Vermeil, the demon girl herself. That was fun. That was fun. I liked it. Temptation is just an upgraded version of curiosity. Also, have you read Oki Onnanoko o Suki desu ka? Oh, I read that down. Oh, let's see. Do you like big girls? Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's the translation. I don't think I've read this. Do you like big girls? Well, it's in my backlog now. Thank you for recommending it, Master Chief from Infinite Official. I'm gonna read it. I didn't think... God, that I wish that was me. I didn't think that at all. Anyway, Isekai Yakyoku. Okay, this one. I enjoyed a lot. Isekai, of course. Guy dies. Lemao. Let me take out my shades. A world-class doctor. He knows a lot about medicine and everything, modern medicine. He's really renowned in our world, but he dies from overwork and he gets isekai as a little kid in a medieval fantasy world. Ooh, where have I heard that before? And of course, he's born with OP powers. He can literally make any substance, any material he wants, as long as he knows the molecular structure of anything. He can make it. It just spawns from thin air. But he's in a world where medicine is very antiquated and very, they rely on herbs and shit that don't do anything. Love the chemistry and medicine aspect. Very nice. He's a research pharmacologist, I think. Oh yeah, the artist for Solo Leveling died. Now I remember. Oh, that's what happened to the guy. That was so sad. It's like it was the Berserk situation all over again. Really, really tragic. Anyway, he could hypothetically make a nuclear bomb. Yeah, he could. He definitely could. It's a nuclear bomb is, it's mostly plutonium and stuff. But yeah, he isekais into that world. People are sick. It starts off with the queen having what was it? They called the White Death. What was it? Was it pneumonia? It was something. It was some disease that can be cured. But in that world, they don't have the cure for it. They think the queen's, it's an empress in this case. The empress is doomed to die. But he's like, hey, no, listen. There's a way to cure her. And so it's a story about him trying to modernize medicine just to make the world a better place, There's a fight here and there, but the fighting is not the focus. The focus is medicine and pharmaceutical stuff. He wants to save the world. Isekai Yakyoku. It's a isekai pharmacy. Let me catch up to chat. That would violate the doctor's oath, Ruder. Yeah, he would never. He's against killing in general. He just wants to help people. Tuberculosis. Right. It was tuberculosis. Yeah. They could cure that. A doctor violating the Hippocratic Oath? Absolutely unheard of. Yeah, right? In this world, he's an ethical doctor. Can you search up Soul Leveling art? It's really good in my opinion. Yeah, we can do that. Does it actually dive into medical stuff like how Cells at Work does? A little bit, yeah. As Pluck says, it dives into it a little bit, like it introduces stuff like penicillin, the fungus that antibiotics are made of. And it also goes into bacteria and stuff. Like the people in this world, they're not aware that diseases are called by viruses and bacteria. They just think it's like curses and magical stuff. Solo leveling, huh? We're gonna look up solo leveling. Are there any more pictures? No, that's the only one. Solo leveling. The art is really good. Oh, hey, he's right. It is good. Look at that. But I want the manhwa art, not the anime. Manhwa. Hey, this is pretty good art. I forgot that manhwa is in color. Right, I'm so used to reading manga. This is pretty good. Solo leveling. What does he do? Honestly, I thought it was just gonna be some kind of generic show where the guy just levels alone in an MMO. Cause I don't know anything about solo leveling. He's an edgelord. I like edgelords. Okay, we're gonna keep this tab open so I remember afterwards. I will check that out. We also need to keep this tab open because I'll forget. This one. Solo leveling. Let's just keep that there. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Solo leveling artist died this year. RIP. Yeah, we talked about that just a bit ago. It's tragic. Oh, that other guy also. What was his name? The Korean guy who just died recently, Spooker. The god who could draw really good stuff free-handed. How could I forget his name? Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I'll remember it. I'm gonna look deep into my brain and remember his name. Kim Young-ai. Yeah. I figured it was something. It has something to do with Kim Young-ji. Yeah, this guy. He just passed away really suddenly. His art is incredible. Look at that. Let's make it bigger. Go away. Look at that. And he doesn't sketch or anything. He just draws it by hand. He's like, he starts like this. And he draws some really good stuff. He's incredible. Such a tragic loss. Anyway, I did not watch Motokano. I did not watch this. Let's remove that. Licorice Recoil. Listen. I picked it up because it was an anime original, and the trailer looked good, like the art direction, I liked it. And it's a really comfy story, actually. The main character, she is so chipper and happy and positive that it gives you a really nice mood when you watch the show. It's a story about like all these girls. They're a part of this secret military that upholds peace and stuff. Like whenever terrorist stuff happens, they jump in and they cover it up and stuff. Let me see. Master Chief from Infinite Official says he was a player in a world where magic appeared, but he's the only one that has a game leveling system. I will not go into spoilers. Oh, that's pretty interesting though. So it's not an isekai. I watched Motokane. It was pretty much what you expect. No final ending, but does at least not leave you completely hanging. Oh, it's one of those. Also, have you read Yondome wa Liana Shizui Majushi? Let me see. If I see the image, I might know. No, I have not read this. Oh, it's a light novel. If it's a light novel, I haven't read it. If it's getting anime though, I'll watch that. You know, I'm seeing things that I like on this screen. I'll check this out too. Anything when it comes to anime, I'll pick up like 10 shows. Isekai is not too prevalent in manhwa. Oh yeah, I figured. Isekai is mostly just a thing here. Oh, the Mario movie, that's an isekai. Did you see how he was transported into the Mushroom Kingdom? I'm holding off on reading any light novels until I can read them in Japanese. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing the same. Once I'm comfortable enough reading, I'm gonna start reading light novels in the original language. But yeah, Licorice Recoil, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was amazing. What do you mean there's so much isekai in manhwa? Hey, Master Chief from Infinite Official. Is that true? Little Mario as isekai. The original Mario movie was also, you know, the one where Yoshi was a dinosaur and Bowser was a man? That was also an isekai. Licorice Recoil. It was fun. It wasn't amazing, but I had a lot of fun watching it. The highlight of the show is just watching the girls interact with each other. because they're so, they're great characters. The main character especially, she's a sweetheart. Isekai Oji-san is probably the funniest show this season. What is unfortunate is that it ran into a lot of production issues, so episode 8 is on hold until 46 days later. I can go into it a little bit. I think there was something wrong with management, and I don't know, they blamed it on COVID. Apparently, what they're gonna do is that they're gonna restart the airing. Episode 1 through 7 are gonna air again as normal during fall season, and when it catches up, it'll continue with episode 8 and on. But either ways, this hasn't ended yet, so I can't really give a full opinion on it, but it is really funny. The main character, he's a Saga fan, a bit too much, and the story just goes into his life having been in a he used to be in another world, an isekai fantasy world, and then he comes back to our world. But let's just say he's a bit autistic. And it's mostly about his adventures, or maybe misadventures in the isekai world, and it's really funny. It's super hilarious. His entire life, like everything he knows has been taught to him by Sega games. Like anything, all of his decisions, you're like, oh, this happened in that game, I'm gonna act like this, see how it goes. And of course, funny escapades. Let me read. Master Chief says to Rooter, there's not much in manhwa, but their magic is suddenly appearing in their real world. Rooter says, nah, there's so much isekai in manhwa, it's just all targeted to women. Really? So isekai manhwa is targeted towards women over there. Rooter, the only romance manhwa I read is not family friendly. TikTok recommends me a billion isekai manhwas all about women who get isekai from their Duki IRL to a magical fantasy kingdom where she gets 1,000 men. Wow, it's like the complete opposite situation of Japan, where in Japan they have male isekai protagonists getting like 1 trillion girls. Major case of the tisms. Rooter, yes, but I don't like romance manhwa. Hey, romance can be good. Let's go to summer. No, not summer. Fall. I'm gonna tell you about one good romance. Spy Family is like a given, but it doesn't focus on the romance. Let me. This Uzaki-chan wa Asobitai. Season 1 was such a beautiful treat. Watching these two's relationship grow as the anime progressed. Oh man, so cute, so cute. Such a cute romance show. And this is getting a season 2. I better see some more cute moments. I love it. I love these romance shows that only focus on 2 characters. I don't like love triangles, I don't like harems, but shows where it's only the one man and the one girl. That's my shit. Okay, Kakko no Inosuke. I did not watch it. I don't know what it's about. Sore Demo Ayumu, good romance too. Sore Demo Ayumu, which one was that? Did I watch that at some point? Did it air this season? Oh, this. I watched like 1 episode, but I don't know. I need to watch the rest too. It's just one of those shows where a trillion episodes just piled up, and I decided, okay, I'm just gonna watch it when it ends. Also, do not like romance triangles or harems. Yeah, I get you. It's triangle love just gets really annoying, and harem are very bland. Bruh, you need to watch it. Yeah, I know. I remember the anime, but the only thing I remember is when she gets stuck in the bush chasing a cat. Sounds like a cute scene. Engage Kiss. Wait, A1 Pictures did 2 originals? I did not watch Engage Kiss. I watched the trailer and it looked a bit generic. And considering I had picked up like 12 shows, I decided, okay, I've got enough on my plate already. So I skipped it. I don't know how it is. Sort of demonstrate one-on-one romance. You need not to say any more, Pluck. It is now picked up and I will finish it. Engage was surprisingly somewhat interesting. Oh, so you say. decent chunk of people watched it too. Okay, you can't trust Mal reviews. They're just normies. Let's see. Made in Abyss. I spoke about that briefly before. Incredible adventure. This season will shake you to your core. Fantastic stuff. I'm not gonna go more into it. The only harem I like in anime is High School DxD. That one was a bit fun, but then it kind of became a shit show. I couldn't be bothered following it anymore. I think the adaptation wasn't the best one. Season 1 was fine. It was pretty fun. Season 2 was a mess. Season 3 was like, okay, I've had enough. It had its funny moments though. Oh, the BGM stopped. Have we gone on for 2 hours? God damn. Okay, we'll wrap up after this anime stuff. Summertime Render. This just ended. It was 25 episodes. It started in spring. This is a murder mystery with let's see. Think ReZero without a cringe main character. And whenever the guy dies, he gets transported back in time. But I shouldn't go too deep into it. But it is a murder mystery. They're trying to figure out why. Oh man, it's a part of the mystery. But at the first episode, he goes back to his island. He's from an island in Japan, just somewhere in the boonies. He goes back because his childhood friend died. So he goes back to attend the funeral stuff, but stuff happens. Very shady stuff happens. And at some point he dies and gets transported back in time to when he arrived to the island. And then we get on for a really, really wild ride. I think this anime, look, it could have been way more popular, I think, but I don't know. It aired on Disney Plus, and they had a really weird release schedule. Because of that, I had to sail the 7 seas to watch it, but it's great. I can recommend it. If it becomes easy to watch, I would recommend this one wholeheartedly. This was one of the best shows of the year. Yeah, he returns to his hometown after the death of his childhood friend. Have you read Shumatsu no Valkyrie? If so, don't watch the anime. I have not seen Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Man, you are recommending all these things that I haven't seen, yet I've seen like 600 stuff. Yeah, there's anime on Disney Plus, Riola. I didn't know that either. I only found out through Summertime Render. And it's weird that they would get into anime like this. I'm reading that right this moment. Oh, you are Spooker. Let me know if it's good and I'll read it sometime in the next 10 years. I don't care about Naruto. I finished the manga. I was very indifferent about it. I never understood why it was so popular. I don't give a shit about Boruto. I will never watch it. Kincho Musume no Sewa Gakari. I did not watch it. This, I watched episode 1, but I'll keep watching the rest. Saikin Atotta Maid ga Ayashi. I downloaded it, but I never ended up watching it. Let's see, Ruby, I don't care about Ruby. I don't really care about sports anime. Shadow's House, I didn't see the first season. Just pile on to Apollo's backlog, yeah. The male characters in Kincho Musume makes me think it's aimed at Fujoshis, which is really bizarre to me. And Otome Game is Sekai wa Mou ni Kibishi Sekai Desu has a great manga. Not so good going into anime. That sounds very familiar. Oh, it's the anime about the girl going into an Otome game. Yeah, I didn't watch this one either. Orient, oh my god. Okay, so the first season, I watched the first 2 episodes. It was such a bad adaptation. I just dropped it. Hoshino Samidara, this one hurts. Oh folks, this one hurts. This show is a tragedy. Listen, Hoshino Samidara is one of my favorite all-time manga. It's a fantastic story, a heartwarming story. It's a very unique one. It's a battle shonen, of course, but it stands out as having incredible writing. I will wholeheartedly recommend the manga to anyone, but I will never, ever have you watch the anime. It's such a butchery of the source material. The pacing, the animation, it's so bad. The directing, it's terrible. It sabotages the source material. Yeah, see, Plug says, I ended up dropping it. Couldn't take it. I'm not gonna say you should. I'm saying you will pick up the manga and you will read it. That is how strongly I feel about Hoshino Samidare. Not her, it's a male. I know the female version, but I haven't read it. Wait, what? Hold on. That's a man? Otome game wa sekai wa mo ni kibishi. That's a man? It looks like a girl. Oh, this one. Otome game is male isekai. Yeah, I thought so. Wait, what did I get? What results did I get? Oh, I clicked on this one. Wait a minute. Which is which? Which is which? There's a girl, but she's basically the villain. Oh, I see. Yeah, see, this guy is here. Okay, I looked at this wrong trailer. I mean, yeah, not trailer, poster. This girl, she's here too. Look at that. I didn't watch this. Oh, I like the mix. Either way, Futo Tante, I didn't watch it. Underwater Ray Romano, I didn't watch it. Cause there are so many seasons. I do want to get into Underwater Ray Romano sometime, but I'd rather Underwater Ray Romano. Uta warera mono. Wareru mono. I think I'd rather get into the visual novels when I know enough Japanese. Jashin-chan Dropkick, I watched the first season, it was great, but for some reason I didn't see season 2 and 3. I will watch those though. Wait, I saw half of season 1. I don't know what happened, why I didn't pick up the rest, but it's just slapstick humor, it's crazy. It gets pretty brutal, but it's like the cartoonish type of brutal. I'll watch the future season. But I didn't see season 3. That's the female love interest. Oh, he hates how men are treated in the Otome game world and breaks all the rules to take over. Hey, what a Chad. Is it in the list here somewhere? Maybe it's somewhere. I didn't watch Dragon Quest. Meitante Conan, that airs eternally. Episode 1060. I don't care about the Pokemon series. I like the original, but I don't really care about the other seasons. Uchigire, I have not seen this either. Kingdom, I do want to get into Kingdom sometime, but I haven't seen the fourth season. Let's see, Warao Ars Notorious Son, I haven't seen this either. I skipped this because it's sports. Oh yeah, God of High School currently has 555 chapters. Jesus, that's pretty big. Prima Doll, didn't see this. Renma Kugen Koku Maho Ongakutai Luminous Witches. That's Strike Witches, haven't seen this. Tokyo Mew. I should have picked this up. I really should have. It's a remake of Tokyo Mew Mew. But honestly, it just kind of slipped my mind. Love Live, I don't really care about idol stuff. This is also idol stuff. Teppen, haven't seen it. Shin Tennis no Oji-sama, don't care. Digimon Ghost Game. I didn't know this aired. But I want to get back into the Digimon anime. But I want to do it in Japanese only. I want to... Don't let Love Live fans hear that. Look, it's ironic. I follow Hololive religiously. But I just said I don't like it. My relationship with Hololive is a complicated one, okay? I don't see them as idols. I want to get back into Digimon, but I want to watch it in Japanese. You know, Japanese practice. Don't care. Shine Post. Extreme Hearts. Oh yeah, I need to get back to watching Digimon Adventure in GP. Yeah, it's fun. Yurei Deko. Oh. This is an interesting one. I have seen it. This is an interesting one. It's the art style is the most unique I've seen in a really long time. How do I explain it? It's a science fiction series where the currency in the world is love. The nicer you are to people, the more lovely you are, the the more hard currency you get to buy things with. The nicer things you do, the richer you become pretty much. The more you contribute to society, the more credits you get. Yurei Deku is good, but I can't get myself to watch episodes of it. Bizarre dynamic. I understand, I get that completely. I watched it in 2 batches. It took me until episode 8 had aired to watch up to episode 8, and the rest I watched recently to finish it off. And it is kind of like that. It's one of those shows you want to watch it, but it requires a very, very specific mood. Yeah, kind of like social media likes. Imagine you get 1,000 likes on a nice post. You use those posts and stuff, but it's like a very moderated world. Whenever anything bad or negative happens, it gets filtered immediately by moderators. It gets removed, like, so it's all positivity. But in a world like that, of course, there are cracks in the system, and the people who live outside of that system are kind of oppressed. The people living in the like within the system, they're not aware of those who are outside of it, and that's like the majority of the people are inside the system, but there are still like a 1% of the population who's still outside of it, who are not connected to technology or anything. So it's an interesting story like that, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but it has a unique art style. The main character is pretty chipper. It's like there's something dark underside, like under all the chipper stuff. It's very interesting. It's not really on US as far as I know. It's just like Twitter likes and stuff, because you can get it for banal soul drain pictures or whatever. They're both oppressed in different ways. Yeah, there's something inherently really bad about the world, but it's interesting. And I don't think a lot of people watched it in general. Let's see. Like 15, yeah, it flew under so many people's radars. It's underrated though. It's underrated for sure. Have you read Kaiju number 8? I haven't seen a lot of Kaiju stuff. I've heard of Kaiju number 8. Oh, did this remind you of it? Is this Kaiju number 8? Oh, I think this is on my backlog actually. Did this end? Because the thing I have a lot of trouble keeping up with manga that is ongoing if it's not One Piece. Yeah, this is ongoing. This is in my backlog. I usually wait until manga ends before I read them. There are some special exceptions. Like Land of the Lustrous, I read it whenever a chapter comes out. Speaking of Land of the Lustrous, it's been like a month since the last chapter. Where is it? Where is it? I want to read that. Or I read that monthly. I read Chainsaw Man when it comes out as well, alongside One Piece. Those 3 are the ones I keep up with. The rest I will wait until they end and then I'll read it. Like Fire Force ended recently and I read through that. The twist by the end was incredible. That was crazy. Fire Force, it starts off really bad, honestly, but then it picks up massively. Did not watch Bang Dream. Did not watch KG File. D4DJ, did not watch. Yoro wa Neko to Isho, did not watch. Shadowverse, did not watch. Uta no Prince Sama, did not watch. Delicious Party, did not watch. Crayon Shin-chan, that's a classic, but I haven't seen the new season. Card Fight, did not watch. Doraemon, did not watch. I think I saw a couple of episodes when I was a kid. Wait, Doraemon 2005? It's a rerun? Either way, Hanabi-chan wa something. I didn't watch it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Did not watch it. Nanashi did not watch. Let's see. Spooker says every manhwa is ongoing forever. Yeah, for sure. They never end. They'll never end. Fushigi Dagashi Zenitendo. I haven't seen it. It's a children's book, huh? Bakugan, Evolution, Chimmo. These are a lot of random kids shows that I haven't seen. Deathmatch. No. Yokai Watch. Haven't seen. I think that was it. I don't think I've seen anything else. Bono Bono, Usagi. Yeah, the rest is just kid stuff. Wow. A big hit with young adults. I wonder why. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the stuff I've picked up. We could go through the fall chart, see what I will definitely pick up. Seems like you only watch the most popular stuff, Deadman. I watched Yurei Deko. Listen, no one but you and I watched Yurei Deko. No one. Spy Family, that's, of course, if you don't watch this, I'm sorry, but I can't recognize you. You gotta watch Spy Family. Or at least read it. I can forgive reading it too. Boku no Hero, I fell off. Mob Psycho is a masterpiece, especially season 2. I'm gonna watch that. Have you seen the Oregon Ghibli commercial? I have not seen the Oregon Ghibli commercial. YouTube. Oh, this? I've seen this. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, no, never mind. I have seen this. This cute rabbit thing. I've seen this. Spy X Family is everything. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of that, I have not seen the next season yet. Not yet next season. I've seen season 2, episode 1. I have not seen season 2, episode 2. I wanted to before the stream, but I got caught up in something. Actually, I can talk about that. It's nothing special, really. My grandpa came over, and he had apparently bought one of those interview microphones, those fancy things. Interview microphones. No, not those. Whatever, it's a little box with mics pointing on 2 sides. He appeared with one of those. He was like, hey, Apollo, how do I use this? So I figured, okay, this is gonna take like half an hour to explain to him how to use this. So I delayed the stream by half an hour while I explained to him how that microphone worked. It's because he's an author. He's an author and he likes like reading his books out loud just to make audiobooks for his stuff. I'm not gonna say who it is. My mom's trying to call me. See you later, Deadman. See you, Pluck. Have a nice day. We're almost done here anyway. Yeah, you might hate me for this, but I haven't read or seen Spy Family. Look, I'm not gonna hate anyone, because not having seen or read Spy Family means that you have the opportunity to do so. So, you've recommended me you recommended me this boob stuff, Soul Leveling, and this one. This I'll watch when it comes out. I recommend to you Spy Family. You will watch it. This is an order. Chainsaw Man, I've read the manga, I love it. It's hilariously edgy, but it's very self-aware about its edginess. Its comedy is on top. It's a really fun show. I'm gonna watch it. Of course, I've read the manga, I'm gonna watch it. Kage no Jitsuru Kushibi. This sounds edgy, I'm gonna watch it. Master Chief from Infinite Official, you need to watch it. Also recommend you the Valkyrie one too. The Valkyrie one, what was it called? Valkyrie something. Let me look up. What was it called? Valkyrie... Stop. Something, I'll figure it out. This is an isekai where the main character gets reincarnated into a sword. Instant watch. Bleach, I've read the manga. I don't really need to spend time watching that. Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Right. Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Okay, I've opened this in a tab. I'll remember. I saw... No, I didn't see season 1. I don't know, I'll probably skip this too. Skip Boruto. Definitely watch Uzaki-chan. Fumetsu no Anata e was a really good anime too. It's about an immortal being growing up. It's an immortal guy who was made by a mysterious figure. He can transform into any life forms. His human form is a person. Let's see. We can go through the beginning of season 1 at first. The main character, he's born as a rock at first, because that's the first thing he ever touched when he was born. He transformed into a rock. And later on, a snow wolf, white wolf in the Arctic. The wolf died next to the rock, and he touched the wolf. The wolf touched the rock, and so the main character transformed into a wolf, and apparently that wolf had an owner. So his first few years in life is as a wolf. just getting to know his owner, and things happen, and he eventually inherits the form of his owner. So that's when he becomes a human and gains sentience. And from there on, it's just about his life story throughout different stages in his life and different ages. It's really interesting. It's also a pretty tragic show. It's a fun show. I'm really looking forward to fun. I say fun. It's a good show. JoJo, of course, we will watch. Oh man, this is so much to go through. Okay, I'm not gonna go through the rest. I'm just gonna... Another time when I've decided on all the stuff I'm gonna pick up, I'll go ahead and... hold on. I think I have a... I think I had like a definitive list on what to watch on Firefox, but I don't dare open Firefox right now because tabs and stuff. Either way, I think this is enough. Anyway, let's just scroll through this really quick. Berserk's getting another season? I love Berserk, but the season has just been bad. Really bad CG. Pop Team Epic. Yeah, we're gonna watch that too. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Stop done chapter 112. Oh, really? Anyway, folks, we've been going on for 2.5 hours almost. I was expecting this to last for like an hour, but we ended up having a decent amount of stuff to talk about. The anime stuff, that was good. I'm gonna do that again when the fall season ends. I'm gonna go through everything I watched then as well, and I'll go through what I liked and didn't like. Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. So I suppose, wait, Pop Team Epic is getting season 2? Sure is. It's getting a season 2, alright. Oh man, listen, I do have that Akai Hato Nendoroid that I was gonna unbox on the stream, but I'm gonna have to do it next stream because I don't have my camera set up right now. I completely forgot to set it up, and I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And on top of that, I want to watch Spy Family in time before Yola streams later. She's playing Gartic Phone, and I'm really looking forward to that. They're always fun. I'm gonna participate, and we're gonna have a dandy old time. You should join us too, Masachi from Infinite Official. Yola of Oz, she mainly streams on Twitch. We're gonna watch that. This will be like a preemptive raid, I guess. Let me link it. A YouTube raid, but like 2 hours later. Where did OBS go? There we go. There post. There we go. Yeah, in about 2 hours, we're gonna go ahead and play Gartic Phone. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on... Hey, anytime. Buddies gotta plug each other. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I die. We're gonna watch Spy X Family. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that, and then we're gonna play Gartic Phone. Thank you for joining me on this talk stream. I ended up having more to talk about than I realized. Oh, it's actually... These streams are always intimidating, because I don't know if I'll be able to manage for like an hour or so, but it ends up working out. As long as I prepare a little bit beforehand, otherwise I'll forget. Anyway, I'll see you later. The Gartic Phone and Spy Family, good stuff. See ya.